Good evening. Welcome back to Dragon Diamond as your Round Rock Dragons square up against A&M Consolidated. Here's your starting lineups for A&M Consolidated. Leading off catcher number 4, Luke Hargott. Batting second, first baseman number 13, Joseph Young. Batting third baseman number 8, Leo Beefert. Batting fifth, shortstop number 1, Jordan Fowler. Batting number 9, right fielder Cannon Boyd. Center fielder number 2, Colton Joyce. Designated hitter Jace Barger. Left fielder Kyle Norton. And second baseman Wesley Schultz. Pitching for A&M Consolidated, number 21, Owen Howell. And now your starting lineup for your Round Rock Dragons. Leading off, shortstop, number 8, Drew Hearthcock. Batting second baseman, number 12, J.P. Casman. Batting third, playing first base, number 21, Luke Rodriguez. Batting fourth, designated hitter, number 16, Josh Horvath. Batting fifth, catcher, number 3, Quinn Bartlett. Batting sixth, center fielder, number 5, Cade Goddard. Batting seventh, third base, number 23, Luke Broaddus. Batting eighth, right fielder, number 11, Weston Andraka. And batting ninth, left fielder, number 2, Diego Nunez. Game time broadcasting on the call. We have Justin the Priest, Hank Oppel, and this is Bob Slocum. We'll take a quick pause for the national anthem and we'll be back in a moment.
And head coach John Carter. And now we'd like to ask you to stand with us. Please remove your caps as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you.
And we're back from Dragon Diamond as your Round Rock Dragons take the field hosting A&M Consolidated. It's a beautiful 80-degree night here in Round Rock, Texas. Only a 4-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the east. And taking the bump on another Friday night, the junior, Omar Rodriguez. Game time broadcasting on the call. Justin the Priest, Hank Oppel, this is Bob Slocum. We're ready for some baseball, guys. After an 0-3 start, Round Rock has been on fire, 6-0. Coach Carter now sits at 502 wins, having his big day yesterday as your Round Rock Dragons would go ahead and get his 500th win.
Omar Rodriguez coming off a hot start. His last game pitched was an absolute gem, going 6 innings against defending state championship team.
Waco Midway. Midway also kind of having a rough start to the season. A&M Consolidated coming off a loss to Lake Belton. Dragons played them the game before, won that one in a 5-3 in some kind of a dramatic fashion almost. It came down to the last inning. But really this previous game I was here watching came down to a walk-off hit by Lake Belton. Game could have gone any ways. A number of calls could have influenced this game at any point. But
leading off top of the first for A&M Consolidated, catcher number 4, Luke Hargett.
that Luke Hargett.
Leading off for Consolidates, the catcher, number 4, Luke Hargett. A&M Consolidated coming off a tough loss on a walk-off hit by Lake Belton last game. First pitch of the game is up high, ball 1.
We do have radar out, so we can give you some speeds occasionally. Omar, last start, was sitting at around the 90, wasn't he, Hank?
He was sitting in that high 80 to 90 range. Right now, that ball was at 88, but not going to be your fastest your first pitch of the game. Again, that one's around 88 miles an hour.
87 miles an hour. Oh, he's got it set up.
Yeah, I went down and set it up earlier.
Thanks to Brett Horvath bringing the radar gun. That ball misses outside. 3-0.
Those things aren't cheap, so keep an eye on it down there. That'll be a 4-pitch walk here, all outside. Very uncharacteristic from Omar so far. Looking to, this at bat right here, you need to be looking to get in front. Try to just get a strike on a batter. Try to get in front. You have that double play. Try to get someone to hit one hard into the ground. Because you do have a really good field behind you with Luke Broadus at third, Hearthcock at short, Hasman at second, and Luke Rodriguez at first base.
Big lead out there at first base. Here comes the pitch. The low, ball 1.
Omar not finding the zone just yet. Just getting settled into the game.
That popped up. Away. Luke Rod giving chase. And that ball gets out of play.
Catchable by the Dragons.
Completely lost that ball, it looks like.
Yeah, the sky is starting to turn from there's spots of gray and that blue, and then if you look further out into the horizon, it's going to be more of that sun color. So it's
it doesn't. The camera is not giving it justice. Looking at this camera right now, it's got that beautiful burnt orange sky, an Aggie like you, and it is a pretty.
Burnt orange is a pretty color. I can name a lot of things that look burnt orange that are not pretty.
Runner going.
Fires it down. J.P. Kasman in the dirt in front of him. That'll be a stolen base.
Not able to make
for Hargott.
Count's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike.
A&M being aggressive early on in the base paths. When you get your leadoff on, you can do a lot of things. We talk about that a lot.
Curveball gets the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one all the way down to 69 miles an hour. That's a huge drop in velocity from sitting in the upper 80s, touching a 9 or 91, dropping down below 70.
Driven to right field. That's going to get a gap to the wall. Kivett gives chase.
Easy
bounces
score.
Off the wall. That's going to be a double. You go to third, easily getting in. Oh, play at third, slides under the tag.
And A&M Consolidated puts themselves on the board real fast. Make that 1-0.
First baseman Joseph Young with an RBI triple.
That was third strike of the game that Omar has thrown and that made him pay. That's the benefit of getting that leadoff in on base. A&M strikes early, 1-0, no outs, runner at third.
Consolidated making sure that this one will not be decided by that 1 or 2 runs, trying to get on as quickly as they possibly can. The infield will be playing really tight in. Both Casman and Hearthcock playing on the grass. That one's going to be fouled away over the press box. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike to the third baseman, number 8, Leo Beefert. Driven up the middle for another base hit.
They're earning it tonight.
That'll be an RBI single for Beefert.
A&M Consolidated definitely not scared of velocity whatsoever. 2 hits and a walk, already down 2-0 in the top of the first. And out comes Coach Rodriguez. Kind of calm him down.
A little bit of a different start than we saw last week against a really good Midway game. A game which the Dragons came in 0-3, playing a defending state champion. Omar Rodriguez ended up going 4 2/3, 8 strikeouts, had 0 walks in that game.
I mean, he went all the way to the last. I mean, he didn't give up a hit until that. I think the out before he was pulled.
Yeah,
So-
really rejuvenated this Dragon team.
So obviously not the start we want, but with the way this Dragon offense has been playing, I have no doubt they can put up 2 or more.
This will bring up the shortstop, number 1, Jordan Fowler.
Dragons looking for a double play here to try and get something to go in their favor.
Lays down a bunt. It's a beautiful bunt down the first base line. Rodriguez gets the tag. The coach is going to come out and appeal this one to home plate.
So they're going to see. I looked like it. If anything, he was out of the baseline as well, from my angle. So they're going to go ahead and confirm the call. The call was out.
Out at first.
So that will leave a man at second base, 1 out.
And that'll bring up right fielder number 9, Cannon Boyd. Runner on second. Round Rock in their white uniforms, white pants, maroon pinstripe, maround jerseys, maroon caps. I'm sorry, white. What am I saying?
Say white with
White
the
jerseys,
maroon
white
dragon.
pants, maroon pinstripe, white cap. There's a beautiful curveball, catches the outside corner, strike 1 to Boyd.
It's good to see Omar get ahead of a batter here.
Last week we saw him get ahead of all but 2 batters through 4 2/3. Another beautiful curveball, strike 2.
I mean that's a good idea right there. They've been really on that fastball so far, trying to shake up their timing.
That ball misses outside.
They're going to try to
Oh.
back pick to second, sails it over.
Center field, Goddard fires it to third. It hits the batter. Hits the base runner, sliding into third. So an errant throw on the stolen base attempt. That'll put a runner on third with 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Boyd.
It's going to bring the infield in again. They're going to try to choke off this run and get this out. That's if Omar can strike him out here on one of these next couple pitches.
You're going to hear a lot in this situation. Diving bodies. I want to see bodies diving. Try to make that play.
Fouls that one back.
I have faith in every infielder out there to leap out and make that play.
So Cannon Boyd with 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the first inning.
The outfield from left to right is going to be Diego Nunez.
That ball misses outside.
Diego Nunez in left, Cade Goddard in center, and Weston Andreka in right. 2 juniors and the senior out there.
Cade Goddard, Hills College commit. That ball's going to catch him on the hands.
That sounded a lot like the knob, if I'm going to be honest, but I'm all the way up here, so I can't really tell. If you get hit in the elbow, I don't know.
Well, the elbow guards now.
He doesn't have an elbow guard on. Oh, he threw it away. My bad, he did.
That'll bring up center fielder number 2, Colton Joyce.
Dragons not out of trouble yet. Runners on the corners here.
Ball one up and away. There's a chance for double play right here.
A little bit of a rough start for the junior. 6'6.5", Omar Rodriguez, son of Coach Rodriguez. Squares the bunt, lays down a beautiful bunt down the first base line. Rodriguez lets it go foul.
Does the smart thing. He knew he didn't have a play to really get the run. That's the saving run play right there.
A&M really showing, not afraid of playing small ball, really strategic with it. You know, you got to appreciate it.
And they're taking advantage of everything that happens.
Absolutely. You're going to give it to me, I'll take it.
Say, you get a walk, hit him in. If you're going to let me bunt, I'm going to bunt. I'm going to sacrifice myself and move that guy in or move him over to third.
Do a job, right? Do your job.
And they're doing a very good job of doing that.
Third to first. No one's going on that pitch. Here's your 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on the corners. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'll be surprised to see a hit and run or something here.
Dragons looking for that double play to put it out.
Not a big lead there at first. Not a big lead at all by Boyd.
There he goes.
He's going to kind of delay steal. And
that's going to be cut off by Kasman. The runner stays at third. So with the stolen base, runners on second and third. The call was ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Top of the first inning.
A close miss, if anything.
A&M Consolidated has scored 2 runs on 2 hits.
A walk.
You have a walk and a hit batter.
And we've got 1 errant throw for a pickoff.
That ball misses outside. Full count.
(3-2). Definitely don't want to load the bases here. Really need something in the zone. Let the defense go to work.
Pounds
Strike
it.
3.
Gets the inside corner on a fastball. Strike 3 called.
That one up to 88 miles an hour.
For the second out of the inning, that'll bring up designated hitter number 20, Jace Barger.
It's a much needed out right there. That really takes a lot of pressure off of the pitcher and the defense. You know, you 1 out and you're out of this thing.
Infield can relax a little bit. You're going to see them sink back so they can get a better read on the ball.
Same with the outfield, just looking to make that catch.
That one fouled back into the parking lot. Outfield is playing pretty deep.
Left fielder's kind of hugging the line so far, Diego Nunez.
Big gap there in left center.
Same with right fielder Weston Andre, kind of hugging those lines.
Power alleys are open, both the left center and right center. That one low.
But, you know, I'm not as worried because I know these outfielders can cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time. So the power alleys are open, but not really, you know.
Yeah. Big swing and a miss for the second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. A&M Consolidated in their black jerseys, gray pants, black caps.
This would be a huge strikeout for Omar here and really a confidence builder going to the bottom of the inning.
And they're going to go ahead and call time real early.
Try to break up his rhythm here with 1 and 2.
Beautiful night, kind of what you'd expect in mid to late May. Temperatures in the 80s.
Yeah, this is weird.
That ball misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I like that pitch.
Not a bad
that
pitch.
was a great pitch. Almost went for it.
See if you can get him to chase something out of the zone, get a quick out.
Here's your 2-2. Inside.
They're now at a full count. 2 outs, minutes second and third. Dragons looking to escape this one with minimal damage.
Pops it up back into the bleachers.
That was pretty close to us here in the press box.
Many of the tournaments, even 2 years ago when you were playing, Hank, people were wearing sleeping bags.
Yeah, it was miserable out here. 40,
Scarves.
35 degrees.
That one popped up straight back behind us. Good at bat here for Barger.
So I'll give it to these consolidated batters. They're working counts and they're making us pay for everything. Every ball
Absolutely.
left over the plate.
Extending every at bat they can.
3-2 pitch on the way. Curveball gets him looking. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts by Omar Rodriguez. And we go to the bottom of the second inning. A&M Consolidated leading this one 2-0. We'll be back in a moment.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a Game Time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
And pitching for A&M Consolidated, number 21, Owen Howell. Reminder to all football moms, April 11th, Huddles and Heels. Check out the Round Rock Dragons website. It's a great opportunity for future, current, and present football moms. Come meet Coach Cody Moore, learn a little bit about football, and meet other moms. Great opportunity out there. So leading off for your Round Rock Dragons is the shortstop, number 8, Drew Hearthcock. First pitch high, ball 1.
Be nice to see the Dragons come out, string a couple hits together, and have an answer.
That ball inside almost catches his shoulder, ducks out of the way. 2-0.
This guy not throwing nearly as hard as Omar, sitting 82 to 83.
Misses outside. Oh, that's a terrible call, but gets it.
Well, it's hard to see that side of the plate when you're over here on this side of the plate. Sorry,
Wait, it's
I
the
said
same
it.
guy?
I'm not going to say it
Oh my gosh.
every call, but that's terrible.
That one called strike. I'm going to go to the other camera angle. As you can see, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hearthcock. As you can see, this umpire we had earlier today,
3-1.
he literally straddles the batter. His right foot is on the batter's box for a righty hitter. There's no way you can see that outside corner from that angle. Ball 3 up high. So at this level, I'm okay with 1 baseball outside. Younger youth, I don't mind 2 baseballs, but this guy's going.
You can kind of play the white lines a little bit more.
That one's down the middle. Gets him
Low.
looking. Strike 3 is called.
Hearthcock thought it was low. Well, at least we know it's going both ways.
Battering now, second baseman, number 12, J.P. Casman.
Did not see an off-speed pitch
Next
there
up, your
so
Round Rock
far. All
Dragons, second
fastballs.
baseman, number 12, J.P. Casman.
Hasn't gone above 83 miles an hour.
First pitch high and outside.
Never mind, that was at 84. Kind of got away from him a little bit, though. Has been looking to spark this Dragon offense.
Misses outside, 2-0.
I'm the pitcher. I'm just putting it maybe in a 3-ball radius from the plate. Might get a strike call.
Misses way outside. 3-0. Both pitchers having a tough time finding the strike zone tonight early.
A&M Consolidated rocking their all black unis and gray pants, which is I could not have played. I couldn't have played earlier this morning like that. I'd be dying out there.
Here's your 3-0. That one's high. Ball 4. Casman draws a 1-out walk. And that'll bring up first baseman number 21, Luke Rodriguez.
Luke Rodriguez also an all-district standout for the Round Rock Dragon football team playing defensive tackle.
Had an outstanding senior year.
Very high motor guy, plays real hard. Had
Even
multiple sacks on the year.
Even better locker room and dugout guy. Constantly picked in our interviews with the players as the funniest player in the dugout. That ball just a bit outside.
That one will run up to 85 miles an hour. Looks like it got away from him just again.
It almost looks like the pitcher here is overthrowing, like trying to get that velo up there.
You look how he starts. Look how wide, how open he starts. It's gonna force. You're gonna want to go out.
That ball's high and outside. They try to backdoor. Casman at first dives back in there safely.
But he's starting so wide that your body kind of wants to just go back to it, you know, and you end up swinging out real wide and your shoulders can't catch up to you.
Welcome many of the seniors lining up the right field wall right now.
See, Cade Weibel struck.
Cade Weibel backing in now.
Craig.
That ball flared down the right field line, giving chase, gets underneath it, and makes the catch in foul territory for the second out of the inning.
Flags are going straight down, so not much wind out here, if any.
And that'll bring up the designated hitter, senior number 16, Josh Horvath.
Designated hitter Josh Horvath.
Horvath had a very good outing earlier this week. I believe he went 4 2/3.
Casman leading off at first. 2 outs here. Bottom of the first inning. 2-0. A&M Consolidated leading this one. That one high. Ball 1.
That's closer than, sorry, that's, I'm trying not to harp on this, but I hate the inconsistency. It does not help the boys get better.
That ball misses outside. 2-0.
Very, very close pitches, but as we said, you can't see that outside pitch if you're, I mean, he's even further inside than the batter is.
Horvat, a Weatherford College commit. That ball catches the inside corner. Strike 1.
Two balls, 1 strike here for Horvath.
Casman on first. That ball misses outside. 3-1.
It must be hard to do an inside move with that stance he's got there on the mound.
He's got a very open, wide.
Yeah. Like
starts open and wide and
kinda
stays there.
Casman's going to take off for second base.
Throw is high. Casman slides in there with a stolen base.
That was a called strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Which was out of the zone.
Out
It should
of
have
the
been ball
zone.
4.
Should have been ball 4. I was expecting Josh to walk
I
down
feel like
to first
this
base.
is a little too much for this guy. Like just a lot going on. 3-2, 2 outs.
Doesn't matter. Dragons have a runner in scoring position. See what they can do with it.
Here's the 3-2 pitch.
Not many holding him on over there.
That one fouled back. Casman was going on the pitch.
On deck behind him is number 3, the senior catcher, Quinn Bartholet. There is somebody in the bullpen warming up for A&M Consolidated.
And the pitch, foul down the first base line into the parking lot.
Right over a nice white Chevy truck.
Almost hit a Tesla, too.
I think one of there's a truck down there. That's my dad's. Why is he parking? Come on, dude. Come on, man.
It's almost like it's his first game at
He
Dragon
just
Diamond.
got out of the shop too.
Maybe he likes it in there.
The bank account doesn't. That's for sure.
Here's the 3-2 pitch, 2 outs. Casman with a big lead out there at second base.
And he's gonna make him
I
step
like it.
off. Has him kind
I
of
like it. Living rent free in his mind right now.
We would say living rent free, and this
like
Dragon dugout's letting him know they're hitting the Florida Gator chomp. Wide open stance.
Misses outside ball 4. Horvath draws the walk, and that'll bring up your catcher, number 3, Quinn Bartlett.
Really, that walk came about 3 pitches later than it should have. But nonetheless, still makes his way down to first base.
So with 2 outs, Dragons will put runners on first and second.
Beautiful night here at Dragon Diamond.
Really has cooled off to be really, really nice.
Flags are straight down, no wind whatsoever.
JP with a massive lead.
Chopper up the middle. Shortstop's going to have a tight play at first. Fires it over just in time for the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the 2nd inning when we come back.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all, with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
And we're back from Dragon Diamond. Top of the 2nd inning. A&M Consolidated leading this one 2-0. Omar Rodriguez with a 31-pitch first inning.
Shout out to Ian Slocum coming up here talking ball.
Gotta love that.
In his 99 Aaron Judge jersey, you know.
Future Dragon.
Let it slide for now. We'll get him in a Navy Houston Astros jersey soon enough.
Drives that one past the diving Broadus for a base hit in the 6-hole.
Man.
That was the number 8 batter, left fielder, Kyle Norton. Starts off the 2nd inning with a base hit.
Man, this Consolidated team comes out hot. They are not afraid to swing at that first pitch fastball. I mean, that was a pretty decently located fastball, able to turn it around just below the glove of Broadus. Reaction time just not quite there. It's a hard play to make.
Squares to bunt, right back at Omar. Only plays the first, gets the first out of the inning. So Wesley Schultz, second baseman, with a sacrifice bunt, moves Norton to second.
You know how many times we would rep that in practice? setting your feet, making a good throw, realizing where you are. I mean, a lot of the time I've seen so many games go awry when they don't set their feet. They try that sidearm throw that you just don't practice really ever.
That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, catcher, number 4, Luke Hargott. Swing and a miss on the first pitch.
Good fastball in the zone there. I like to see him working ahead. But A&M, again, threatening with a runner in scoring position early on in the second.
Just one out here. That
Good
ball
pitch.
inside gets the call. Strike 2.
Beautiful changeup. Really a good change of speed. The fastball was at 87. This one down to 78. 10-mile-an-hour change almost.
Here's the 0-2 pitch.
You could tell he was waiting on that fastball.
Pounds it outside, misses. I like the spot. I like the call on an 0-2 pitch.
Omar happily sitting in that 87 to 89-mile-an-hour range on the fastball.
That ball misses inside. 1 ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Top of the second inning.
Kind of just hooks that changeup a little bit too much.
Yeah, almost kind of across his body.
Looks like he held on to it just for a little bit too long.
Runner with a huge lead out there.
Omar
Fouls that one back.
Omar's able to keep him home there with that look back. Omar's doing a great job holding him.
He's also doing a great job with tempo, changing his delivery speed to home plate.
Omar having more of a longer delivery. Every step back that batter makes out there at second base is huge.
Curveball, gets the call. Batter doesn't like it. He has a couple of words for the umpire. So down goes Hargott looking for the second out of the inning.
No comment here from the broadcast group.
That'll
Well,
bring up first baseman number 13, Joseph Young.
we've already been through a game of this. And
Got
if you
2
like
outs.
apples, how about them apples?
Yeah. I think those are my cousins.
The dumpling gang.
Apple dumpling game.
Big lead out there at second. Curveball, ripped past the diving Broadus for another base hit.
Nunez is going to throw that one in. Able to keep the runner at third and keep him at first.
So A&M Consolidated. Threatening again, runners on the corner.
You start calling them the Tigers.
Yeah, the Tigers sounds a
That
lot
A&M
better.
Consolidated. That's a long phrase.
That brings up third baseman number 8, Leo Beefert.
Some history. The Tigers have a long-standing rivalry with the College Station. I believe they're the Cougars. It's a big rivalry down there in College Station.
Curveball rip
A ball's
Deep.
hammered.
deep in the alleyway, and Goddard with the catch. Holy cow, what a catch by Goddard. Got on his horse and makes the catch for the third out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the second inning with the Tigers leading 2-0 when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a game time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
And we're back. Bottom of the second inning, leading off. Center fielder Kate Goddard fouls the first pitch into the parking lot. Goddard with an amazing catch in that first inning to save a run.
Those power always look really big, but Goddard's able to move a lot of.
That ball, oh, I don't like the call.
Had a lot of tail on it. Like I was saying, Goddard able to cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
0-2. Shout out to Tammy and Elvis Goddard listening in Tampa.
Gonna want that sign one more time.
When I'm a grandparent, that's what I want to be. I want to be like Elvis. Either watching or at my, despite living in Tampa, regular fixture here at Dragon Diamond. 0-2 to Goddard. Leading off the bottom of the second inning. Tigers leading this one 2-0. 2 runs on 4 hits.
Dragons still hitless in this one. Goddard looking to be the first.
That ball outside, ball 1.
That one ran up to 86 miles an hour.
But-
little concerned about that one coming across, taking it. He has
Yeah.
given that strike
So many times.
a number of times.
Swing and a miss. Gets the strikeout. And that'll bring up the third baseman, number 23, Luke Broadus.
Next up for the Dragons.
Rod's looking to accompany Coach Rod out there at first base. Coach Rod's getting a little lonely. Sure, Coach Carter wouldn't mind some company at third either.
Yeah, he looks kind of lonely over there.
Driven
That's a
that one
rip.
down the left field line. That's
ball.
foul. Just foul.
Ball was hammered. Love jumping on that first pitch strike.
That ball was probably maybe a foot foul.
Yeah, I should have kept that camera angle. That would have picked it up. We're playing with a new camera with the transmitter just outside the stands here.
The flux capacitor.
This one doesn't run on uranium, though.
That pitch catches him inside at the letters.
Doesn't run on enriched uranium.
No, it uses banana peels. Random things I find around the house.
Drives that one to right field. Coming in, right fielder makes a diving catch.
Nice sliding grab.
Cannon Boyd.
Good barrel by Luke, just not quite enough to be over that right fielder.
You know, I know you get frustrated with it not getting down, but he barreled that one nicely.
That's all you can do.
That'll bring up right fielder number 11, Weston Andraka.
Sometimes all you can do is just tip your cap.
Yeah, that was a nice barrel. Nothing to be afraid of there.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch.
Dragon's not afraid to hack.
You know, it's one of those things where, you know, as you age in this game, Hank, you know this, you don't always gauge your at bats whether you get on base or not. It's really, did I swing at the right pitches?
You know,
Big swing and a miss.
Was
0-2.
Was I aggressive in the zone? You know, like,
some pitches get away from me.
yeah, like,
Are you hunting the right things?
because at some point all those check boxes will end up, you know, in the end result.
That one fouled off his leg.
Yeah, a lot of the time, especially when you're younger, you try to gauge everything. Well, did I get a hit? Did I get a hit? Well, I mean, you got guys making $800 million hitting 300,
So failing 7 out of every 10 times.
and they're getting paid $800 million.
Tough sport.
So
High and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
you have to find the small victories here and there.
Yep.
Special thank you to Cody Baker, keeping the online scoreboard.
AKA Code Red.
Code Red. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3. That will end the second inning. Dragons still trailing this one 2-0.
We'll see you as we go to the top of the third. We'll be right back.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all, with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
And we're back, top of the third inning. Dragons trailing the Tigers 2-0. And make sure you tune in on Wednesday night as Game Time Broadcasting will bring you Rock Hardball on Deck from Mesa Rosa. We'll interview a couple of the coaches and several of these varsity players. First pitch misses outside, ball one. Leading off, top of the third inning, shortstop number 1, Jordan Fowler. That ball misses outside. This umpire tends to call the outside pitch for the righty batter, but not the lefty batter. Big swing and a miss on the 2-0 pitch. Now 2-1.
Big strike call there.
Big swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Able to make him chase the changeup.
Yeah, you could tell halfway through his swing he was like, I made a terrible mistake. Like he was trying to let up. Evens the count at 2-2.
Curveball gets him looking. That was a beautiful pitch.
That one started in the right-handed batter box and landed in the middle of the plate.
That'll bring up right fielder number 9, Cannon Boyd.
Next up for the Tigers, right fielder, number 9.
Boyd got on last inning by hit by pitch. I thought it hit his knob, but
Squares the bunt, pulls it back. Pitch was high, ball 1.
I guarantee you the coaches after this game are going to say they're going to give you an out, take it.
Big swing and a miss on the curveball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. And a reminder for all future, current, and past football moms, the Dragon Football presents Huddle and Heels at April 11th from 11 to 1. Big drive, center field. Goddard gives chase. Camps up underneath it, makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
That fastball ran up to 90 miles an hour. His first one of the day. Omar having a lot more success here getting outs in this one.
Omar Rodriguez, a tall 6'6.5" righty. Almost has that big unit look,
Almost
except for being a righty.
being a righty, but has that big, long, kind of Bob Gibson delivery.
That stays high, ball 1. Batting now is center fielder number 2, Colton Joyce. Drives that one foul behind us. Joyce struck out looking his first at bat.
Shout out to Round Rock Basketball playing round 2 against Brennan. Currently 45-41 Brennan as they enter the fourth quarter.
That ball misses. 2 balls, 1 strike.
You know, this late in the day, a lot of cars precariously parked.
Soccer game about to start behind us.
Oh boy,
Yeah, it's the boys' varsity soccer team.
very angry folks here shortly.
That ball outside corner. We don't get the call this time. Again, it's a ball, but he's been calling it a strike
So
all day long.
we would just like some consistency here. That's all we ask for here at Dragon Diamond.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. That ball pumps it down the middle. Strike 2.
Gets the strike call.
This would be a big strikeout here to end the inning.
That one low, ball 4. Draws the walk. A 2-out walk for the Tigers. And that'll bring up designated hitter number 20, Jace Barger.
Next up for the Tigers, number 20, designated
Barger struck out last time on a curveball. Last time up to bat.
This is 7.
Decent size lead out there at first base. Taking his time to get in the box.
He's got the big sliding mitt on his left hand.
It's fresh cookies at second. You need to make sure you're protected when you get them out of the oven.
Throws over to first, dives back under the tag.
Very quick pickoff. Just letting him know that you see him. Try to keep him closer to home. Looking to see a slide step here from Omar. He's going to take off.
High,
And that
ball
throw is
1.
gonna be on the money.
Got him.
And they're
Gets
gonna
him at
call him
second
out.
base. Great throw by Quinn Bartlett down to JP. Actually, Drew Hearthcock. Hearthcock slaps the tag on him. And we go to the bottom of the third inning. 2-0. A&M Consolidated leading this one when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a game time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
Now leading off for your Round Rock Dragons, left fielder number 2, Diego Nunez. First pitch, outside, ball 1.
Diego coming off a big day yesterday. I think he had 3 RBIs, a base clearing triple to center field. That ball hits him.
Gets it.
Hits somebody.
The junior's
Must-
getting considerable time up here at the plate.
They got mixed up. Catcher was going to go talk to him, but Justin, I heard you talk about this last night. There is a new rule. If the catcher goes out on a mound visit, it counts as a coach's visit.
Yep, they did that to speed the game up.
That ball inside, strike 1.
I don't agree with it. I think
I hate it.
I think as a players, and I'm not trying to, but there's a sense of leadership, either the catcher or infielders.
That ball down the
I
middle.
kind of think it was their solution to speeding up the game because college now has a pitch clock.
Yes,
and
they do.
You can't. There's no way you'd be able to regulate it here, especially in high school baseball with all the levels we have.
And no clocks here.
No clocks.
Hard dribbler to second base.
Got a
That's gonna be a
chance.
tough place, and he gets it, beats it out for an infield single. Diego Nunez reaches with a leadoff hit, and that'll bring up the leadoff batter, the shortstop, number 8, Drew Hearthcock.
First hit of the night for the Dragons.
I mean, second baseman looked like he kind of didn't give it his full effort and then realized Nunez could move and kind of had to rush himself and didn't end up making the play, beat it out.
Nunez making his case for playing time.
Love to see that from the juniors because it pushes your seniors and other starters.
Squares the bunt, pulls it back, throws it to first, almost casted that ball to right field.
First baseman able to get to it.
Great job by the first baseman, Joseph Young. Climbs the ladder.
It's one as a catcher you look at and you're like, that's my bad. Thanks, big man.
Sorry about that.
Thanks, big man.
First pitch to Hearthcock is a ball. Throw over to first, dives back. That ball almost got away from Young. Great job digging that one out of the dirt.
It's one where the pitcher looks at him. Thanks, big man. First baseman's got the work cut out for him already.
So Tigers 2 runs on 4 hits. Dragons scoreless so far. Squares a bunt, pulls back. That ball's going to be slow getting down there. Tried to throw it from his knees. Diego Nunez easily stealing second base.
Dragons having a lot of success on the base pass so far. Diego's trying to get over to third base. Try to give Coach Carter some company.
It's what we need right here. Drew Hearthcock being ahead in the count, being able to be a little more selective.
2 balls, no strikes. The corners are playing up. Third baseman will stay home on Hearthcock.
Hearthcock looking to drive something anywhere.
Squares the bunt and misses that one. They're going to try to throw down to Diego.
I'm a big believer that if they back pick you like that and you have a big enough lead,
Just
take
go.
off for third.
Yeah, and he had a huge lead.
Take off for third. I mean, that ball is going to take longer than it takes you to go in and slide.
Absolutely. Just keep your momentum going and just take off to third.
And the shortstop was running in on the play, so he's got to make the catch going towards right field to turn around and throw it to third. That's a tough play to make.
Yeah.
That ball could be thrown away into our bullpen for all we know.
Yeah, I like your chances on that.
Big drive, finds a gap.
Sending Diego.
Sending him. We're going to have a play at the plate.
And they're going to
cut it off. And there it is. Drew Hearthcock with an RBI single.
Give the Dragons the second hit of the night. That's what we need right here for the Dragons. Start stringing hits across. Things will go our way, and they did there.
And with nobody out, that'll bring up the second baseman, senior, number 12, J.P. Casman.
Just shows you no third baseman is safe. Still no outs here.
2-1 ball game. That ball, strike one.
That's the power again. We talk about it all the time. Find a way to get your leadoff runner on. It's going to stress the pitcher. It's going to change the defensive scheme. It changes everything.
Congratulations to Cade Weibel and the Baylor Bears defeating number 11 Ole Miss today.
That one catches the outside corner. Strike 2 to Casman.
Casman's got a good 2-strike approach. I've seen it time after time. He's going to widen out here.
Up on the chalk.
Choke up a little bit. Get better barrel control. There it
Drives
is.
that one, a chopper, right back at the pitcher. Only play is going to be to first.
We'll take it.
Hearthcock advances to second.
Uh-oh.
He's going to call time.
He's going to do it again. He's going to say, you go back. Casman ran out of the baseline. So that is going to be an out, and runner is not going to advance.
Wait, is he saying foul?
This is the second time this has happened to JP.
That ball went in.
We don't have the replay machine to show you tonight.
He didn't go. What? He ran straight down the baseline.
He was.
That makes no sense. I mean, I hate to say it, but kind of just making this game about himself. I mean, that is.
I know in football you're allowed to scratch umpires. You are. As officials, football officials, you can scratch them. I mean, I know there's a mass shortage, but that'll bring up first baseman number 21, Luke Rodriguez.
I mean, how to not officiate playoff games or district games 101. We have the tape for you.
Hearthcock comes back to first base, 1 out. He's going on the pitch. Hard ground ball up the middle. Second baseman dives. They're going to call him out.
What?
They're going to call him out.
Are you? What? He didn't even touch the bag.
Coach Carter is got to get his ear again.
And again, the umpires have decided to make this game about themselves. The ball came out. He didn't. The hand was not reaching in there. If I had the replay machine, I mean, Hey, it was a great play by the
So Carter
baseman.
is asking him to appeal it to the guy at home, and the ump is refusing.
He's saying there's no way you can make that call from there. By the time he did have the ball, his foot was off the base.
Not to discredit.
This is terrible.
Not to discredit the second base. That was a really good play. He had to go back to his
Wesley
glove side.
Schultz.
That was an amazing play. I mean, if I'm wrong and he had his foot on the bag, I mean, an amazing play from him going that way.
That'll be the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, that's going to bring up designated hitter number 16, Josh Horvath.
And so they're playing the national anthem on the other side. Cut the music. They're playing the national anthem for the boys soccer event. Very, very quiet for us here in the press box.
So we're pausing for the national anthem being played at the soccer game. So you go back to a play, which is a really bad interference call by the umpire that made Hearthcott go back to first. Schultz makes an excellent play there at second. He drops the ball, but it's still an outstanding play. Gets the out call. So now that'll bring up designated hitter number 16, Josh Horvath. 2 outs. Runner on first.
I mean, you not only. Because then I think that would turn into a fielder's choice at that point. It takes a hit away from him.
Exactly.
So that's not doing these boys justice, that's for sure.
That ball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here.
Horvath, the big dangerous right-handed batter, standing at 6'4", 195 pounds.
So you really want to see the Dragon dugout rally around 2 bad calls.
Yeah.
Use this as a battle cry, us against them. Drives that one foul into the parking lot, and that's going to be off a car.
It's going to bounce right over a car. I'm sure it's going to hit something.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Horvath. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Not in time. Is that a Luke Rodriguez stolen base?
It is. Luke Rodriguez. Big man with big speed.
He is sneaky fast. I mean, really.
I mean, that was one of his biggest traits as a defensive lineman. That man could move. Not many quarterbacks got away from him in the pocket.
2's on the board. 2 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
2-1 ball game. Dragons trailing in this one. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Gets the call low and outside.
That one, I would disagree there with the umpire. Low and away. Can't say I'm surprised, though. That's the kind of bad thing. Not kind, it is the bad thing.
When we come back for the top of the 4th inning, it'll be the 7th, 8th, and 9th batters for the A&M Consolidated Tigers. We'll be back in a moment.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a Game Time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
And we're back here, top of the 4th inning, 2-1 ball game. You know, when I was a football official, before every game we left the locker room, we would say, let's be invisible tonight. Unfortunately, that's not what we're getting right now.
These guys are about as visible as a big old red brick wall out there in center field.
So if you remember last inning, Quinn Bartlett had thrown out Colton Joyce at second base, trying to steal second base. So that means the designated hitter, number 20, Jace Barger, comes back to the plate.
Dragons still trailing 2-1 here.
Last strike we got called on.
That's terrible. That pitch inside that gets the call. We just got a picture sent up of the strike, and it's about midway between the knees and ankles.
Courtesy
of a
Justin
6'4".
Vickers.
Curveball called.
mean, if you've played baseball,
Strike two.
you have those leg guards. It was like in the middle of that leg guard, and those things don't go up very high, especially on a batter like Josh Horvath.
Anyway, let's 0-2 fouls that one back to stay alive.
Omar doing a good job here attacking the hitter early. Has him down 0-2.
Misses outside and low. Drives that one to right field deep. Giving chase is Kivett. Back towards the wall and makes the catch.
Is that Kivett? I believe that's. Can't see a number.
Yeah, sorry, correction. Weston on Draker with the catch. I'm just making stuff up as we go along here.
So used to seeing Kivett out there he's playing himself a really good tournament of baseball so far. That was credited to Weston Andraka, the junior.
Great catch by Andraka. Had to open his hips and get back for that one. That will bring up the left fielder, Kyle Norton.
It'll be ball one down in the dirt.
Game is moving along quickly. Big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Very deceptive slider there, able to get the swing and a miss.
That one at the hands. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one ran up to 89 miles an hour.
Curveball inside corner, strike 2.
I'm not taking anything away from that pitch. What I am going to say is this umpire has fallen in love with the curveball. If it breaks at all, even towards the plate, he will call it.
Big swing and a miss, strike 3 for the second out of the inning.
Well, at least we know it's going both ways.
That'll bring up the number 9 batter, the second baseman, number 11, Wesley Schultz. 2 outs, top of the 4th inning, 2-1 ball game.
Omar being very efficient so far this inning.
Came into the inning at 56 pitches, gets the call on that one.
That one ran up to 90 miles an hour.
That was the same pitch we were complaining about last inning that Josh Horvath got called on.
Only Josh is a foot taller than this kid, so you know if it's low on him, it's really low on Josh.
Swing and a miss,
Wow.
0-2.
An amazing changeup there. Got him. He's probably about
Got him leaning.
a few seconds early. That ball hit the dirt with his bat behind him.
I love the way the junior, Omar Rodriguez, controlling the pace of this game. That one high. Check swing. See what he says? No.
So he doesn't go.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Great pitch on a 1-2 pitch.
I don't quite think he went. I didn't see the wrist
No, I
break.
don't think he did either.
So that was a great take by him. Good, amazing pitch by Omar.
You just never know, though. Always appeal.
It's worth it.
Who
2
knows?
balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Don't know what those guys are seeing out there, so.
That ball's low and outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Tries to get him to chase at the changeup.
Payoff pitch. Gets him on a curveball.
That one down the middle. Thought he had the walk. Rung him up there as we go to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a game time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
All righty, we move back to the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-1 ball game. Leading off for your Round Rock Dragons, the catcher, number 3, Quinn Bartholet. I'd like to see Quinn get hot here. Drives that one up the middle.
Tough play for shortstop.
Fowler fires it to first just in time. Good play by the shortstop.
Another first pitch out.
You know, and I don't want to take anything away from these Tiger fielders. They've made a couple of really good plays.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job out there making the plays they should.
Next up for the Dragons, left center fielder, number 5, Cade Goddard. That ball called strike 1.
More borderline.
At least it's arguable.
Swing, fouls that one back.
Cade finding himself an 0-2 again.
This is why we're complaining, because it makes it so tough on the batter right now in 0-2.
Changes.
We say widen the zone, but it's a little ridiculous how much you got to approach. High and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
This pitcher started early on with a little bit of control issues. He's kind of settled in here this last couple innings. Seems like he's been a lot more efficient, kind of finding the zone.
Hard drive, foul into and out of the dugout.
Good rip.
Got ahead of that changeup. Just not able to hold off a little bit longer.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2-1 ball game. A&M Consolidated, black jerseys, gray pants, black caps. Swing and a miss for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up your third baseman, number 23, Luke Broadus.
Now batting for the Dragons.
Broadus had a really good at bat last time. Hit a line drive to the right fielder. Right fielder made a great sliding catch. Looking to continue the barrel party here.
That ball high and inside, ball 1. High, gets the call, 1-1.
I think he had to convince himself of that one.
So kind of later calls now that we're seeing.
Inside, terrible. Terrible call. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Golly.
I mean, that's maybe an inch away from hitting his elbow.
Driven center field.
That's deep.
That's deep. That's
Deep in the right center.
He's going to one hop the 355 sign, and he's going to hold up at second base.
Easily cruises in with a stand-up double. Great hitting there by the third baseman.
The best way to remove the umpires from the equation is to do things like that.
That'll bring up, for the Dragons, right fielder number 11, Weston Andraka.
Number 11, Weston Andraka.
Like to see Weston get on fire again like he was during the scrimmages.
don't see who can pick off to second in that stance.
Wes kind of owning the box here. He's taking the second. Luke taking an aggressive lead at second, giving the pitcher pause. And then Wes takes the timeout just to kind of mess with his rhythm here.
Misses way outside, gets away from the catcher. Broadus goes to third. And that is something that I will tip my cap to the coaches. Coach Carter, Coach Rodriguez, they do teach this. If the pitcher is taking his time, you got a big lead out there at second, call timeout, stay in that, get in the pitcher's head. And like you just said earlier, guys, live rent-free.
Big opportunity here for the Dragons.
That ball a little high.
That's an accustomed strike we're used to at this point.
Oh boy, it's really just rolling the dice at this point. You never know.
Brought us on third, 2 outs. Takes that one, called strike.
Same spot. Really is a roll of the dice here.
Andrake is still working ahead. Big run at third base.
Drives that one to right field.
Right fielder's going to go underneath it.
In foul territory, makes the catch. Put a good bat on the ball. Just popped it up. Just got a little underneath it. We go to the 5th inning. This game is cruising along 2-1. Tigers ahead of the Dragons when we come back.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
And personnel change here, top of the 5th inning. Now in the pitch for the Dragons, senior, number 9, Jace Kivett. So through 4 innings, Omar Rodriguez would go 4 innings, give up 4 hits, 2 runs, no earned runs. Both of those runs were walked. Had 6 strikeouts through 4.
Really just that one inning for Omar that just didn't go his way.
Leading off for the Tigers, the catcher, number 4, Luke Hargott. Justin, this is the 3rd game in a row we've had a leadoff be the catcher.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it just speaks to the kind of athletes these guys are. You got to be fast. You got to put the barrel on the ball. These three teams we've played in a row, that ball's up and in for a strike one. We'll take it. We've seen these catchers leading off.
We're seeing this a lot in sports, right? You saw it last night at the NFL Combine. The 2 linebackers out of Ohio State with a 4.46 40s. And that one in the dirt, which was a record setting.
Just cooking. I mean.
And then you had the defensive linemen. What were they, 4.6, Hank?
So, yeah, we had David Bailey at the 4.5, 6'4", 250 pounds.
That's insane.
Bigger and stronger every year.
Cassius Howell out of A&M.
Big drive. That ball's gone.
Hammered.
That's going to find the wall. Right center, power alley.
Ball's going to hit a tree.
It hit the tree, bounce back in.
Ball is way gone. That will extend their lead to 3-1. Not the start you wanted out of your.
Speaking of catchers hitting with power, that was an absolute mashed ball, probably 400 feet.
It's an impressive feat right here to take one out into that deep gap. That ball will probably hit around 370 feet. If anybody's willing to sponsor a TrackMan or a Hit Track, we could tell you the real distance. only $15,000.
Tell you what, when you graduate from A&M and you're making the big bucks, that one called strike one.
Big bucks.
Then you can be the sponsor.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be the Hank Oppel Sport Track.
At that time, it's going to, I mean, by the time that happens, who knows what kind of other technology they're going to have.
Drives that one foul into the parking lot. And that one finds a car.
That looks like the Opel truck.
I think it hit my dad's bumper, like the very bottom of his bumper. It's fine. It'll buff out.
It's a Chevy.
The Chevy, except it likes to be in the shop a bunch. So
Chopper up the middle.
Tough play for
Hearthcock fires at the first.
Safe.
Not in time. That'll be Joseph Young, the first baseman, with an infield single.
umpire had to kind of give himself a second to recollect what happened and then called him safe.
Great play by Hearthcock.
It's a tough play to make. Very
That'll
close
bring
to
up the
bang.
third baseman, number 8, Leo Beefert.
Back-to-back hits for the Tigers, leading off the top of the fifth, taking advantage of this pitcher change here.
Nice. Oh, doesn't get the call. One ball, no strikes, nobody out here. Top of the fifth inning. That ball stays high, 2-0. Hargott led off with a home run, and then Joseph Young with a single, still standing at first.
Yeah, that last home run, if it would have been hit towards the scoreboard, it would have went over the scoreboard. The ball was absolutely hammered.
Towering glass.
And he hit it in the power alley.
Say, I hit it like right over that 355 sign, hit that tree and came back
Hit
in.
the top of the tree at 355.
3 balls,
pure
no
barrel.
strikes.
Perfect, Hank.
3-0 pitch, strike
Perfect,
one.
Perfect.
Throws over to first, dives back underneath the play.
Wow. Called a walk.
Not mine.
Going to bring up
Trying to put that back.
shortstop Jordan Fowler.
Look at these Chicago-style hot dogs delivered to the box. Thank goodness I'm not Catholic. Hank's going to have to pass on this one.
Yeah, I'm not having a good time up here right now. We gave
So,
him a bomb, I
runners-
can't get a hot dog.
Runners on first and second.
Wouldn't change it for the world, though.
First and second, no outs. A&M pouring it on.
Squares the bunt. Fowler lays it perfectly down the third base line. He's going to have himself an infield single.
Oh, then we threw the ball
Threw the ball away. One run scores.
They're going to hold him at third and keep a runner at first. And they're just going to keep pouring on. No outs. They'll make it 4-1 here.
Beefert goes to third on the wild throw.
Still no outs for the Dragons.
Runners on the corners, first and third. Gotta love Mike Merwick bringing food up to the press box.
Just clutch.
So runners on first and third. And next up for the Tigers, right fielder, number 9, Cannon Boyd. Broadus playing on the grass. Nobody out. Definite bunt situation here. There it is. Offers it right back to Kivett. Fires it to first.
It will get the out. Runners will advance to second. Runner stays at third. Good job by Kivett looking off the runner at third, making sure he wasn't going.
That's the first out of the inning. Fowler advances to second on the sacrifice bunt. That'll bring up center fielder number 12, Colton Joyce.
Much needed out here for the Dragons. There is somebody in the bullpen warming up.
That ball fouled straight back over our heads. No balls, one strike, one out here. Infield is playing in with one out. That ball gets the call, 0-2.
Infield playing in to a degree.
Driven deep center. That'll bring in a run. Goddard gives chase. Goddard makes the catch, fires it into the infield.
That will extend the lead to 5-1 here for the Tigers over the Dragons. 2 outs, man at third base. Series of unfortunate events. Ugh, that was a mouthful.
What is this umpire doing?
Umpire seems to be taking a second, waiting for them to get into the dugout.
That pitch stays high and inside. One ball, runner on third. Tigers have put 3 on the board this inning to take a 5-1 lead.
Yeah, Dragons not out of the woods just yet. Need to get this out.
Misses. Oh, gets a nice call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's your 1-1 pitch. Driven deep left field. Diego opens up, gets back, makes the catch at the wall. And that'll do it. Tigers put on 3 to make it a 5-1 ball game as we move to the bottom of the 5th when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a game time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
Leading off for your Dragons, left fielder number 2, Diego Nunez. First pitch ran inside, ball 1.
That almost hit him.
Is it bad to say I was expecting a strike call?
No, but you'll get that one.
Kind of the same spot.
Yeah.
Just a little bit higher, I guess.
1
maybe
and
more
1.
A matter of how low it was.
Diego actually was the first Dragon with a hit. One of our three. That ball's down in the dirt.
What is
2 balls, 1 strike.
Diego kind of started the rally with a infield hit, followed by Drew Hartcock with a double, I believe, that might have scored Diego from there.
Check swing. I think he would have got the call either way.
Yeah.
this is what happens when you have a zone this big. You start to batters get in their head and they start to think, well, man, I need to swing. This is going to be a strike regardless. You might as well give yourself a chance to try to put it in play instead of having the bat taken out of your hand.
That ball misses way outside. Full count.
3-2. Diego looking to get something started here. Let's get this leadoff runner on for the top of the lineup.
Driven hard at the second baseman. Throws it over to first. Oh, that was a close play.
Really close.
Wesley Schultz, second baseman for the Tigers. That'll go back to the top of the order. Now batting for your Round Rock Dragons shortstop, number 8, Drew Hartcock.
Hartcock singled last time with a single through the third baseman into that 6-hole. Hit really well.
Misses, ball 1.
Pitcher looking for that to be a strike. Doesn't get it.
He won't have to look far. I'm sure he'll get one here next.
Driven center field, got underneath that one. Doris underneath it, makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Dragons not helping themselves right now. Kind of swinging at everything, not really honing in on a pitch.
Now batting for
Round Rock, second baseman, number 12, J.P. Casman. J.P. Casman, the East Texas Baptist University commit.
J.P. Casman, an expert in 2-out hitting.
Takes that one outside, ball 1. Special thank you to Mike Merwick. We have a chef amongst us. Strike 1 on the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I don't know that I've ever had a hot dog like that.
Chicago style. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I didn't know heaven was a topping, but I think it was because that was incredible.
I haven't had a hot dog like that since Portillo's up in Chicago.
Okay.
Don't they do the cake in a shake up there, like a chocolate cake shake?
I've never had that. Rolls over on that one, gets past the third baseman. That's going to be, finds a single in the 6-hole. And Casman finds himself with another hit.
Third baseman tries to make a scoop, doesn't come up with it.
Now batting for the Dragons.
And now batting for the Dragons, first baseman, number 21, Luke Rodriguez. Join us Wednesday night at Mesa Rosa for a spirit night and a rock hardball on deck. Got some great interviews lined up. That ball, ooh.
Low and away.
Luke Rodriguez has hit some of the hardest balls I've seen that have not left the park today. 2 off the fence, 1 at 380 and 1 at 355, off the fence in the air.
Hard hit ground ball. Schultz flips it over to second to the shortstop for the third out of the inning. And after 5 innings, it's the A&M Consolidated 5, your Round Rock Dragons 1 when we come back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a Game Time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
We're back from Dragon Diamond. Personnel change for the Round Rock Dragons. Now in the pitch, number 13, Baker Jackson. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 batters for A&M Consolidated. Leading off for the Tigers, left fielder, number 6, Kyle Norton.
Dragons looking to try to get out of this one with no runs given up. Give themselves a fighting chance going into the bottom of the 6th.
5 runs on 7 hits for the Tigers. 1 run on 4 hits for your Dragons. Really need to see a clean inning here in the 6th inning. That ball inside at the knees, called strike 1.
Good start. Let's get that first strike out of the way and go to work.
No changes to the field so far. And they're going to go talk to him up there real quick. Coleman Landry behind the plate.
So 1 substitute. Coleman Landry comes in to catch.
I think he
So-
came in when Jace came in. Just didn't notice it.
That'll be the night for Quinn Bartlett. Coleman Landry, the first of the juniors to commit to West Texas, school where Lawson Knight would go on to play before moving on to D1. That ball outside, ball 1. Ball chopper, third base. Luke Broaddus jumps up, tries to grab it, can't glove it.
He's going to pop out of the glove. He's going to be safe at first base. Things are just not going the Dragons' way right now.
Batting for A&M Consolidated, number 11, second baseman, Wesley Schultz.
Dragons not quite able to capitalize on the things.
Squaring the bunt. Sharp foul ball down the first base line. It's the number 9 batter, the second baseman, number 11, Wesley Schultz. Schultz has had a couple of nice plays out there at second base.
Yeah, he really has. Baker needs to settle in here with a runner on, see if he can get another grounder. He's doing his job, first batter. That's what you want. Nice high chopper. Just didn't go our way on that bounce.
Squaring the bunt again. Bunt's a beautiful one down the first base line. It's going to pull Luke Rod off the base. Makes the tag himself for the first out of the inning.
Got to give credit where credit's due. These guys are bunting their way around and doing a very good job taking advantage of the opportunities.
And Kyle Norton will advance to second on the bunt. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, catcher, number 4, Luke Hargott. Hargott hit a bomb his last at bat.
Last ball he hit, I don't know if it's landed yet.
Yeah, it's still going somewhere. I think it went probably around 370 because he hit the top of the tree.
Squares the bunt. See, talk about small ball. Here's a guy who just hit a monstrous home run his last at bat. And the Tigers coach calling the bunt with 1 out, runner on second. 5-1 ball game.
Well, you've seen him on the bases, though. He's clearly got speed. He's going to lay one towards third base, drag it, knowing that Luke's going to have to crash to see if he can make that play.
Quick pickoff move is second, unsuccessful for the Dragons.
And those of you watching at home, don't forget, on a bunt with a runner on second, third baseman stays home. So you're really counting on, luckily you have Baker Jackson, who is fast. But these guys have been exceptional with their bunts. with the place.
Good
That ball
pitch.
outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Baker doing a pretty good job so far staying around the zone.
That ball driven hard over the shortstop's head for another single.
And they're
They're going to wave him home.
Yeah, they're gonna
Nope.
stop him, actually.
He was going. Pump the brakes. Runners on first and third.
Had him sending home. Coach decided late to have him stay.
So Tigers runners on first and third. That'll bring up first baseman number 13, Joseph Young.
Dragons not able to stop the bleeding here. The Tigers doing a great job situational hitting, moving guys around, taking advantage of what they can.
I wouldn't be surprised to see another bunt here. Swinging fouls that one straight back. Just over our head. We have a great middle infielders right now.
Would not be opposed to see them turn a double play.
Very skilled at that.
These are big outs right here in the top of the 6. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Third to first, not going. Here's your 0-1 pitch. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
If only he was left-handed, that might have probably wouldn't been called a strike.
You know, unfortunately, Round Rock in the 3rd inning were threatening. And a couple of bad calls took him out of the inning. Driven hard into the power alley. That ball's going to get down. 1 run scores. 2 runs will come around the score.
This game has opened up.
And the throw to the plate gets away from the catcher. Coleman not able to block it. Gets back to the backstop.
That'll be a double with an error at a third. This opens this game up to a 7-1 lead for the Tigers. Dragons just not able to stop the bleeding. Kind of just shooting themselves in the foot.
Now batting for the Tigers, third baseman, number 8, Leo Buford.
That will bring up third baseman number 8, Leo Beefert.
And with 1 out, you got the infield choking off this run at third base. Baker.
That ball gets away. No go. Runner will stay at third.
Luckily, the runner at third was not paying attention. Saved a run there, but still, damage has been done this inning. 7-1 with 1 out. Runner at third. In the heart of the lineup here, the 3-hole hitter.
Definitely things for the Dragons to clean up. 9 errors in the last 2 games. Last game and this tonight they have 4. Had 5 last game against Lake Belton. That ball popped up out of play. You know, I haven't watched Coleman Landry play very much, being a junior, first time on varsity. He really moves well.
Yeah, he's quick on his feet. He's got a good arm. He's got a lot of really good qualities, obviously, that folks at the next level look for.
That ball outside corner, strike 2.
Good breaking ball there. Really needed that to kind of get up ahead on this batter. This is a big out, 3-hole.
With 1 out, infield playing in on the grass.
On deck, you got shortstop Jordan Fowler, who's been really hot tonight also.
Swing and a miss. Great job. You should talk about the quickness of the catcher. Coleman Landry, ball's in the dirt, scoops it up, tags the runner out for the third. For the second out, it was the 3rd strike, so that'll bring up shortstop number 1, Jordan Fowler. Fowler had a single, 1 for 3 on the night, a single in the 5th inning.
And played some great defense up the middle. He's made some really impressive plays.
That's a big out. Big swing and a miss. That's a big out. The infield able to go back to normal position. That ball down low. High and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Runner on third. Tigers tack on 2 more runs this inning, making it a 7-1 ball game. That ball doesn't get the call. 3-1.
Ball was painted on the inside
Yeah,
corner.
that wasn't that far inside.
Landry liked it a bunch.
One thing about Coleman, the more you watch him play, he is a hype guy. He is your guy, so he's going to get excited for you. You got to love that. He leads with energy.
That ball high and outside, ball 4. Runners on the corners. That'll bring up right fielder number 9, Cannon Boyd.
Next up for the Tigers, right fielder, number 9, Cannon Boyd.
Throws it down in the dirt, not in time.
They're going to call him safe.
He got underneath it, I thought.
I don't know. Maybe the ball beat him there. It was a good tag by Casman.
Throw was a little short. Made a perfect bounce right up to Casman. Was quick with the tag. Runners on, second and third. 2 outs. Here's your 0-1 pitch. That one hits him.
Dragons load the bases with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Really an inning we needed to come in and be efficient. And we've extended the inning.
Now batting for the Tigers, center fielder, number 2, Colton Joyce. That one catches the outside corner, strike 1.
Work back in the zone here. You're 1 pitch away. We got 2 outs. Dragons really need to get out of this inning.
Hard hit. Backhanded by Hearthcock. Goes to third, not in time. Run comes in to score. That'll be an infield single for Joyce.
Kind of a no man's land hit right there.
I mean, that's the play that Hearthcock needs to make. It wasn't hit hard enough, and they had big enough lead to get by to squeeze into third for free.
And that'll bring up the 9th batter of the inning for the Tigers, the designated hitter, number 20, Jace Barger.
Base is still juiced. Dragons looking for an exit here.
That ball catches the inside corner on the off-speed pitch, 0-1. Strike 2.
You know, look at the stat line. You've got 10 hits from the Tigers tonight. Really coming out swinging the bat hard, finding gaps.
They don't strike out often, that's for sure.
What doesn't help are 4 errors that are probably 4 additional base runners.
He's going to call time.
Late time. And good coaching. I got to
Yeah.
give good. They were good bunting, but even better execution by the
Well, they're
players.
very disciplined at the plate, even in a really challenging strike zone environment. But a lot of small ball, a lot of advancing runners, sacrificing themselves for the greater good of the team.
Gets him on a check swing.
Oh,
I thought he went
I thought he-
around.
Oh, the
Can't really count on him.
field
out there.
umpire calls it a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I thought Baker had him on that one. That was a great
If
pitch.
we had replay, this would be a great angle for it that we have on the screen.
1-2 pitch, 2 outs here. Top of the 6th inning. 8-1 Tigers. Pops him up. Casman getting up underneath it.
that's
Ball is trailing and falling back makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning.
Able to close up the bleeding here as the Dragons give up 3 in the top of the 6th. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, down 8-1. We'll be right back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. As the Round Rock Dragons bring the energy and the excitement all season long, Hughes Insurance Group is proud to power the broadcast as a game time sponsor. For over 30 years, Hughes Insurance Group has protected Central Texas families with auto, home, renters, RV, and life insurance. As an independent agency, Jason shops top-rated companies to find you the best coverage at the best value. Coverage you can count on, a team you can trust. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and go Dragons.
And leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for your Dragons, number 16, Josh Horvath. That ball called strike 1. Little excitement. Former Red Sox World Series champion Kevin Millar in the stands.
Where?
Over here, watching Cade.
That's nice.
1-1 pitch. Fouls that one back into the parking lot.
Yep.
Millar used to be a regular for the Vandergrift game. Both of his boys, Cash and Canyon, playing up in Temple with former Rock Hardball player Trajan Godby. Outside, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Hudson and Alvin College was playing Temple earlier this week, and I got to go watch the game and got to see both of his boys play. They're both very talented, and yeah, he was there.
That ball outside corner gets the call, strike 3.
Little makeup call looks like that. Ball was probably about 1.5 balls out. He's going to call it, throw it there, and that's exactly what Tigers are doing.
That's great execution by the pitcher. That'll bring up the catcher, number 24, Coleman Landry. First pitch, strike.
Got pitcher Baker Jackson on deck. Catcher, then pitcher.
Driven down the first base line. First baseman gives chase in foul territory and is able to make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring up, as you mentioned, the pitcher, number 13, Baker Jackson.
Next up for the Dragons, pitcher number 13, Baker Jackson.
Fastball away for ball 1.
I don't know what this pitcher's pitch count is, but he's started off a little rough, but actually settled in, has thrown well the last half of the game.
Catches the outside corner, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th inning. 8-1 Tigers. Hard ball hit to the shortstop. Fowler backhands it, fires it on the first. Not able to dig it out of the dirt. Gets past Schultz. That's a close play. I think that would be scored an infield single.
I agree.
Yeah, I
It's
think
hit.
he beats it out regardless.
It's a out of the ordinary play in deep in the hole. We'll take it.
Nice 2-out hitting by Baker Jackson. That'll bring up third baseman, number 23, Luke Broadus. Luke had a double. Fouls the first one off. Hit a hard line drive to right field in the 2nd inning. Followed that up with a double in the 4th. I know Carter would really like to see this bat get going in the lineup. Outside corner called, strike 2.
Yeah, that's been like it or not, that's been a strike all night. That spot. And this pitcher specifically, he kind of works across the plate. He's over on the far side of the rubber and then brings it across to the outside.
Driving hard right center.
That ball's down.
That's going to be a double.
Rounding the bases comes Baker Jackson around third.
Luke missed first.
Luke misses first, has to go back. So that's one of the longest singles you'll ever see. RBI single for Luke Broadus. And that'll bring up right fielder, number 11, Weston Andraka.
And it looks like they're going to make a pitching change here for Consolidated. As the Dragons shorten the lead to 6 runs, being down 8-2. This is a great outing for this young man. You know, definitely worked within the constraints he was given.
Hey, is Brandon going to be there Wednesday night, Mesa Rosa? I want to interview him. Okay? And we remind you, come out Wednesday night to Mesa Rosa. We'll have a spirit night. 10% of all the sales will go to the Dragons Booster Club. We'll also do the 3rd episode of Rock Hardball on deck. It was a 90 pitches for Owen Howell. Justin, I think you said it best. He settled down.
Personnel update for A&M Consolidated. Pitching number 22, Avery Schwartz.
It'll be number 22, Avery Schwartz, coming in to pitch for the Tigers. 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, Owen Horrell really has pitched a great game, going 5 2/3 of an inning, 90 pitches. Started off a little bit rough, but really caught a groove. Kept the Dragons on their heels. Got run support with 10 hits. It makes it a little bit easier to pitch when your bats are working. You're getting 8 runs up behind you. A lot of confidence.
And we talk about these tournaments this weekend being a 5-game set, 2 games Thursday, 2 games today, and we have 1 game tomorrow.
I was told
number 11, Weston Andraka.
Okay.
That'll bring up right fielder, number 11, Weston Andraka. Broadus reached with a long single to right center.
Here comes Jackson Yepes to run for him at first.
Driven deep left field.
That ball's high.
He's going to keep going. And that ball just into that deep power alley of 390. That ball was crushed.
Great catch, left fielder. Kyle Norton able to track it down. And we go to the 7th inning, 8-2. Tigers leading this one when we come back.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all. with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
So we go to the top of the 7th inning. Dragons trailing this one 8-2. Personnel change for your Round Rock Dragons. Now in the pitch, number 20, Jesse James Fierro. Only other personnel change, center field, is now Baker Jackson. Which will be exciting. I believe we get the LED lights here at Dragon Diamond.
I wasn't needed. Didn't know that.
Leading up for the Tigers, top of the 7th. Left fielder, number 6, Kyle Norton.
No big changes in the field so far, except for Jesse James coming into for a relief outing.
Leading off for the Tigers, left fielder number 6, Kyle Norton.
We're going to see 8-9-1 for the Tigers.
First pitch high, ball 1.
Dragons looking here just to pound the strike zone and try to get some quick outs.
I'm curious how many at-bats Luke Hargett has had. He's the leadoff for the Tigers.
He's had 4.
This will be his 5th.
So he will bat 5 times. That's in a 7-inning game. That's when you know you're turning your lineup over at a good clip.
Had a triple, strikeout looking, home run, and a single.
Yeah, pretty good days.
Scored 3 times. Nice curveball in there for strike 2.
That's a pretty good day.
As a catcher, too.
Yeah, leadoff catcher. Jesse James working ahead, 1-2.
Swing and a miss, gets him strike 3. Good pitching there by Jesse James Fierro for the first out of the inning.
Next up for the Tigers, second baseman, number 11, Wesley.
That'll bring up the second baseman. Number 11, Wesley Schultz. Drives out one, right center. And Baker Jackson able to run it down for the second out of the inning. He covered some serious real estate on that one.
My bad. Looks like there are some changes out in the field. It looks like it's Baker Jackson in center. It looks like Kivett out there and right now.
Looks like we got a
Yeah, it's Kivett.
designated hitter. Somebody I don't have here.
Next up for A&M Consolidated, number 23, Max Cochran.
Max Cochran will come in the pinch hit here with 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Misses outside, ball 1. Game really moving along. Outside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. Tigers leading 8-2. Curveball fouled back. 1-2. So as a former player, Hank, that's just 2 years removed, is this a hard game to watch? And he bites his tongue.
Yeah, it's just I know how much they drill this stuff.
Big swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fierro comes in and gets 2 strikeouts.
I just know how much they drill this stuff in practice. Playing good catch, taking advantage of certain things. It's just not going our way tonight, and obviously doesn't help. I'm not really not hard to watch the team. It's more hard to watch the umpire trying to take it out of their hands. You know, it's one thing to lose a game, and or to be down in a game like this. You're like, yeah, I messed up. This is the thing that we need to get better at. But like when umpires are taking innings out of your hands, that's a whole nother level to it. It's kind of disappointing. But umpires aren't doing everything. We're also making our fair share of mistakes that we can learn from as well.
Now, on a positive note, Jesse James Fierro has been strong in relief in the last couple outings.
So Omar was able to give us 4, giving up 2 in the first inning. Couldn't quite settle in, give up a few clutch hits for them. When another 3 scoreless, and then we were just not. We had some relievers come in, and they just kind of took advantage of that lesser velocity. We're able to put up 3 in 2 consecutive innings to widen the score margin at 8-2 for Tigers. Coming up to bat, number 2.
Diego Nunez.
Leading off your Round Rock Dragons.
Nunez
bottom of
has a
7th.
single already on the day.
He had the first hit of the night for the Dragons.
Dragons aren't being out hit too much. I mean, 6 to 10 hits, but 4 errors are really killing them.
Definitely something to work on. That ball over his head, ball 1.
Lefty on lefty here. Bottom of the 7th. Dragons have 3 outs to do something here.
Another one over his head. 2-0.
Sometimes, I mean, you say this a lot, Bob. Sometimes not always just about the W. It's about what can we take back as kind of a high note. Like, hey, we didn't hang our heads. We came out and made this respectable. So he takes that one at the highest part of the zone, hopefully. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Really don't know.
Hopefully.
Hopefully that's the highest part of the zone.
That one hits him in the
takes that one.
shoulder.
He's going to get first base. A much needed spark here for the Dragons.
That's the second time tonight Diego reaches first. This time hit by a pitch.
Dragons do have their work cut out for him tonight.
So nobody out, runner on first. We go back to the top of the order. Now batting for the Dragons, shortstop, number 8, Drew Arthcock. As he rocks a little Rihanna. That ball low, ball 1. I was a little nervous there. I thought he was going to get the call.
Anything above the shoelaces is fair game.
I didn't even think that one got above the shoelaces.
That one down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Big gap there in the 4-hole between first and second base.
That one over his head. Gets a bat out of the way. 2-1.
Thought that was going to catch him on the backside. This pitcher showing a little bit of control problems. Hit Diego, has almost hit Drew.
Driven over the second baseman's head for a single. Diego will stop at second. That'll bring up second baseman number 12, J.P. Casman. Runners on first and second.
Next up for the Dragons, second
Dragons
baseman.
have themselves a good rally going here with no outs, being at first and second. Going to add to that hit tally. Game is not quite out of reach. Still have tons of work to do.
Casman 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Had a single in the 5th inning. Takes that one inside, ball 1.
JP is one of those gamers. This is the guy that you're going to want in the game when it's on the line. He has shown it time after time. He is clutch.
That one, high called strike one. 1-1 strike.
Tying inside near the hands. JP's hands are out maybe another inch or two. They might get hit there in the knuckles.
1-1 strike. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. That ball inside. Gets away from the catcher. Good job blocking it.
Almost hit him again. All three batters have had a brush with an inside pitch.
That ball misses low.
I don't know. I'm as confused as everybody else. 3-1. We'll take it. JP with a hitter's count here, really kind of forcing him to pipe a strike, see what he can do with it. That ball's up.
Ball 4. That'll load the bases.
Dragons have much needed momentum here. They're going to go ahead and throw somebody in the bullpen, get him warming up as the coach comes out to have a talking to. Very dangerous right-handed batter coming up.
That'll bring a mound visit.
Coach Hart's going to talk to Luke Rodriguez. It's a big moment in this game. This could really turn the tide, give the Dragons a lot of momentum here in the bottom of the 7th.
Am I right? That's 3 walks this inning?
That'll be 2 walks and a hit.
A hit batter, a single, and then a walk.
Did not mean to take a hit away from Hearthcock. Bases loaded. That'll bring up first baseman, number 21, Luke Rodriguez.
21, Luke Rodriguez.
Nobody out here.
Dragon dugout getting real loud here.
That ball inside gets a
Come
call.
If I'm honest, Luke Rod pulled his hands in.
He should have just left his hands out and just take one in the forearm because.
But with these umps, they'd say he didn't move out of the way
Sure.
and wouldn't award him the base. That ball catches the outside corner, 0-2. He had 2 long balls hit last game against Lake Belton for doubles.
Looking to hit an alley here real quick. Something.
Drives that one to right field for a base hit. 1 run scores. They're going to have to pump the brakes. Did not have a good jump off second base. So RBI single for Luke Rodriguez.
The Dragons are just trading places right now. That will shorten the lead to 5 runs here.
And that'll bring up your designated hitter, number 16, Josh Horvath.
In the pen, it seems to be another lefty that I can see. Yeah, they're going to have another lefty come in.
Horvath.
We got singing up in the
Yeah,
booth,
a
Hank.
little bit. I like his welcome song.
But this is what we were talking about. No outs. Dragons scratch one across. This is a high note to end on right here.
Pops that one up. There's a lot of real estate over there. First baseman Schultz gets underneath it and makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
Not what you want to do in that at bat. Pop out in the foul territory.
Now batting for the Dragons,
Next up for the Dragons.
catcher number 24, Coleman Landry.
Dragons down to their final 2 outs here.
Like to see some clutch hitting. High and outside, ball 1.
We'll take him how they can get him. If we can be disciplined up there and force this pitcher to throw strikes, everyone counts. We just need to advance the lineup.
I believe it's Baker Jackson on deck.
That's out.
High, ball 2.
And right here, you're looking like that. You don't want to be that out. You don't want to be that second out. You don't want to be that last out. So you're going to do everything you can to get on base.
Just advance the lineup. It's your only job. Get on base. Leave that
High,
up.
ball 3.
Not be surprised if he's given the take sign here.
With a wild pitcher, I'd be taking all the way. He's got to come at me now. Strike 1 down the middle. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 7th inning. 8-3 ball game. Dragons threatening here in the bottom of the 7th. That one down the middle, started on the outside corner, broke in. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Coleman doing the Nomar
Nomar
Garcia Parra.
One of Kevin Millar's teammates at one point.
There he is. Would be traded away the year they'd go on to win the World Series. Swing and a miss, gets him. Swinging for the second out of the inning. And that will bring up the junior center fielder, number 13, Baker
Now back to
Jackson.
Round Rock Dragons, number 13, center fielder Baker Jackson.
Baker looking to keep this rally going here. 2 outs, bases loaded.
One of the things you dream of when you're little. Pops him up. Catcher sets up underneath it. It's going to be a tough one. Falling back, makes the catch, and that is the ball game, folks. 8-3. Tigers win this one. 8 runs on 10 hits. Dragons had 3 runs on 8 hit left. The bases loaded here. Had the bases loaded with nobody out. Not able to capitalize, only able to put 1 run on the board. And I think, if we had Kevin Millar up here, we've had him before on with us, he would have said baseball goes back to the basics. You got to field the ground balls, catch the pop-ups, and make good throws.
Yeah.
That's the basis of baseball. When we look at these runs, a lot of unearned runs tonight, 4 errors, definitely something for Coach Carter to work on. That's back-to-back games. Lake Belton earlier today, tonight against A&M Consolidated, and the Dragons had a combined 9 errors. Meanwhile, you look at that board for the Tigers, 0 errors.
And 10 hits. So good run support for the pitchers. And I can't say enough about the starting pitcher, Owen Horrell. I mean, like we'd mentioned, he kind of got off to a rough start, but really settled in, kept the Dragons on their heels, got strikeouts when he needed, and went 90 pitches and almost 6 innings, 6 2/3 or 5 2/3.
Yeah, I mean, it really just comes down to playing clean baseball. I mean, these guys made the plays they needed to make, and they took advantage where they took advantage. I mean, they were playing small ball really well, and also they can hit really well. I mean, one guy hit a bomb.
Yeah.
So this is a very well-rounded A&M Consolidated team, and the Dragons just kind of shot themselves in the foot one too many times tonight, and this one got out of control.
And we don't say bomb lightly. He hit that ball a good 380 feet.
And then not to harp on this too much, but I mean the umpires don't make it any better.
But at the end of the day, and I get you, Hank, and I agree, I do not like that umpire. If you're able to scratch, I scratch him. But that's a moot point.
Yeah, it's a moot point.
Both teams dealt with the same umpire.
Same
umpire, yeah.
And the difference that I saw, one team made plays in the field.
One team did.
One team made 4 errors, committed 4 errors.
And adjusted at the plate. They adjusted
did,
at the plate.
100% and executed on the bunts perfectly.
Yes, very much
a
so.
great bunt play.
I think they had two singles on bunts.
I
And
agree.
they probably had another 4 sacrifices, 3 or 4 sacrifices. They also tacked on 2 sacrifice flies to the outfield. They did a great job getting on base and then advancing and moving the runners.
Well, their leadoff, you remember early in the game, every one of their innings had a leadoff single. Really puts a lot of pressure on your pitching. Omar did a great job through 4, only giving up
2 runs,
and
2 unearned runs,
and those came in the first inning. After the first inning settled in and had 3 shutout innings,
6 strikeouts.
Yeah.
and after that,
Floodgates kind of opened. You know, they weren't quite able to catch up to the velocity Omar had in his pitch mix. Once Omar was out of the game, they were kind of able to settle in at the plate and really start knocking us around.
but I mean the last inning really says a lot too in terms of hitting what you need to hit. Dragons bases loaded with no outs, and we scratched 1. You gotta have more damage than that.
So,
But a lot to learn from.
We do. We'll be back here tomorrow, 12:30, as we play Burleson Centennial, as the Round Rock Dragons will now fall to 6-4 on the season, dropped their first 3 against 3 of the best teams in state, rattled off 6 wins after a really big win last Friday night against the defending state champion Midway. And then even this week, 3 really good games. Definitely have some work cut out cleaning up on the errors. But I know Coach Carter, sitting at 502 wins on his career, will get him dialed in tomorrow as we get ready to square up against Burleson. Well, this is Game Time Broadcasting. On the scoreboard, Code Red, Cody Baker, Justin the Priest, Hank Oppel. This is Bob Slocum. Thank you for tuning in. Click that subscribe button. We'll be back tomorrow at 12:30. God bless.